I'm so excited because today we're gonna do a kitchen declutter and refresh. I try and do these as often as I can, but I know some of my drawers are getting really dirty on the inside, so I'm gonna pull everything out, clean it out, try and do some decluttering, and we'll see how much stuff I can get rid of. And with that, let's jump right into it. Okay, so the goal today is just to go through as much as I can, declutter as much as I can, and like I said, clean out some of these very dirty drawers. That's one of the things I love about the sophisticated declutter and going through your house space by space by space is that it gives you an opportunity to go through every drawer in your house, every cabinet, every cupboard, every closet, because if you don't do that intentionally, it just is something that oftentimes people forget about, and then you end up having one of those drawers that you haven't decluttered or you haven't taken everything out of and cleaned it in years and years and years. So I do this at least once a year. Plenty of these things I go through more often than that, and some get just inherently dirtier than other drawers and need a little bit more cleaning, but this is a great reminder to do that. And there's always things that I find that I can get rid of, or drawers that I didn't realize how dirty they were. So I am in the flatware, silverware drawer first. I also keep some straws here, and I decided that I think it's time that I want to move some of the kids' forks and spoons up higher. First of all, the bottom drawer for kids stuff is such a disaster right now because our 1-year-old Henry is able to open that drawer. A lot of the cabinets we have baby locked, but not the drawers, and he loves opening that drawer and just taking everything out of it and dumping it all around the house. So having less low down is better. I love how deep this middle drawer is here. It is so spacious that I can have all of the different utensils I use, all of the spatulas and whisks and tongs. I have really liked the brand GIR. Those are the teal ones, and those have been really great for cooking. And I also really like having these tension dividers because you can get a perfect customized fit for your drawer. I am loading back up the drawer. This is the opportunity to really do that edit and declutter and try and figure out what things you can live without. I try and work backwards a little bit, start with the things I absolutely love and use all the time, and then kind of come up with like a maybe pile as well as a pile that you know you're just not going to use. Some of the wooden utensils are a few that I decided to declutter, and I'm actually making a pile of things that I know I can just throw away, some things that I want to donate, and some of the nicer items that I feel like I could probably ask friends or family if they want before I go to donate it. I have been in this house for, like 3.5 years now, and I have done a lot of rearranging in this kitchen. I have other videos where I have rearranged and reorganized the kitchen. Again, I do this at least annually, but this time around, I kind of feel like most of the way that I have things organized, I'm pretty settled in. So this is just great for me to, again, pull everything out and do a declutter type of refresh and don't have to do a lot of reorganizing, which is nice. And honestly, honestly kind of rare. I oftentimes find that you set up an organizing system and just need to revisit it. Things change, whether you acquire new things, get rid of new things, or get rid of old things, I guess, or just your lifestyle changes a little bit. Since we've moved into this house, we moved in when we had 0 kids. Now we have 2 kids. So originally I didn't have a kids drawer, and now I have an overflowing kids drawer. First it started with a few bibs and baby feeding products. Now I have lunch boxes and multiple lunch boxes. So things do keep changing, but this last year has felt pretty stable in terms of organization, which is oh so nice. One of my absolute favorite drawers in the kitchen, favorite cabinets or spaces, is this food storage drawer. I have upgraded and streamlined all of my food storage containers to be these glass ones, and the way that I store the lids upright has just been such a game changer. It works really well for me, and I was just rearranging some of the dividers here to make sure it fits perfectly, but this drawer is such a winner, and again, one of the ones that I'm not changing the way I organize it. I'm actually not doing any decluttering in that drawer, but the one below it probably needs a little bit more work. Also, when we moved into this house, these were just open cabinets with shelves. They didn't have pull-out drawers. That was one thing that I really wanted to upgrade, and I'm so happy I made that investment because it was kind of pricey to do these pull-out drawers and to hire a company to come out and custom make them for our house. And ever since I had them installed, there are these marks that I don't know. I think I've tried getting them off in the past. They still didn't really come off. I tried using a little bit of a scrub daddy type of magic eraser there, and it still didn't really come off. So I don't know if it's paint that got on there or what it is, but I need to try and get those off a little bit more because I let them sit way too long, all scuffed up like that, and it's really bothering me. So now we're down to the kids drawer, again, the one that Henry destroys on basically a daily basis. So I don't even know why I try and organize this one. We should probably baby lock some of our lower drawers, but everything in here is safe for him to play with. So part of me feels like it's good for them to have some places to explore that are safe, and worst case scenario, I just have to reorganize it every now and then. And it is nice that Owen has access to it, and he can grab like a cup if he needs it or grab his own plates, and it's not baby locked because if it was, he wouldn't be able to access things himself.
It's all for you. I did it all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. It's all for you. Nights without sleeping 'cause you fear the night. And days without it ain't enough for two, and it's all.
Okay, finally over on this side we have pots and pans, pulling everything out there, and I did end up purchasing some little dividers to help divide all of my pots and pans and make sure they don't scratch each other, which I didn't have in time for this video, so I had to go back later and put those dividers between them. I just got them off of Amazon, so I'm just very carefully stacking them and trying to figure out how I want to arrange them. I do have a lot of pots and pans. I love the stainless steel all-clad ones. Those are the ones I got for my wedding, as well as the Le Creuset white ones. Then I do have a couple of nonstick pans, and those ones just don't last as long. I try not to use nonstick pans. Like if you scratch them, you hear all of these things about how they can be toxic for you and things like that. So I try to use my stainless steel or my ceramic coated Le Creuset. Okay, so this is another thing that I invested in as well when I had the pull-out drawers installed. I had them also add dividers above the microwave here in this cabinet because it was just a gaping hole, and I used some temporary organizers from Utopia. That is the same thing I use for my food storage lids, and it was fine, but it was kind of temporary. So I really am happy I invested in that as well. Now I am over to some of the side cabinets. I found that I have a vacuum sealer, and I actually have 2 vacuum sealers. So I'm going to declutter one of them, and I texted a friend who, her and her husband are like really big into cooking, and they get lots of meats and have a deep freeze, like a chest freezer. And so they were really excited to take my extra vacuum sealer. So that was really nice. And now I am in my tea and coffee cabinet. I also have supplements in here. So that needed decluttering as well.
I still recall the first time I saw you. I was so nervous to talk.
Last couple of areas that I am going to do is above the refrigerator. I have large serving dishes as well as some backup pots and pans. And then on the kitchen island, I have my Ziploc bags and other food preserving systems. I don't know how to say that. Saran wrap and foil, and I like the way I have that organized, but I just need to clean it out a bit. And then right below this, I have all of our water bottles as well as some of my favorite products, my super cubes that I am just going to tidy up and reorganize.
Show me how to heal, and now I don't feel broken anymore. Still got your smell wrapped in my bed.
So I have all of the stuff behind me that I was able to declutter. I kind of feel like it's a fair amount. I still have more to do. I still need to do like my pantry. That's a whole nother project. And I also have some stuff in the basement. We have a kitchenette bar area down there that I need to tackle as well. But like I said, I'm pretty happy with the fact that I was able to get rid of this stuff. A few things I'm going to be replacing and upgrading, but other than that, it's just clutter out of the kitchen. Hopefully this motivates you to do a little bit yourself, go through your kitchen, do some decluttering. But until next time, I will see you all later.